Hi, it's me DB Raimazi from BBC IELTS Center Butwal. If you want to get the best IELTS score, I would like you to visit my YouTube channel to get a lot of information regarding IELTS test preparation. Please do visit my channel. Hello, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine. And what's about you?
I'm fine, thank you very much. This is IELTS speaking test taking place at BBC IELTS Center Butwal. My name is DB Raimaji. What's your full name?
So my full name is Susan Sharma, but you can refer me by first name Susan.
Okay, what's your family name? I mean surname.
So my surname is Sharma.
Sharma.
Yes.
Okay. Where do you come from?
So I live in Chopia, which is famous for fishing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's a place near Butwal, so I live there with
All
my
right.
family.
What do you do? Are you a student or you work?
So I haven't
Started working?
started working, and I have recently completed my bachelor's degree from Manipath campus, and I am planning for abroad study. So
Okay, that's good. May I see your passport, please?
here is my identification.
Okay. Thank you. In this part of the test, I want to ask you some questions about clothes. Is that fine? Yeah.
Fine, sir.
So what kind of clothes do you normally like to wear?
So I like wearing casual clothes. Like I don't really like wearing formal. If
Why?
I'm wearing formal dresses rarely.
Okay.
I wear formal dresses when I have to go in formal meetings or some. Normally, I like to wear casual since the casual clothes are comfortable to wear.
Yeah. Do you buy your clothes yourself or you want your parents to buy your clothes?
So actually, I buy clothes for myself as I have a
Choice?
Yes, I like to buy it myself since I'm wearing it. So my parents actually don't know what fashion or the clothes that I really like. So I take.
Okay. And where do you buy most of your clothes? Do you buy them in the local markets or you visit the supermarket? I mean, like big shopping center.
So I normally buy clothes from the local markets.
Why?
So I think in local markets the quality of clothes might not be that good as that of supermarkets, but I find it quite reasonable in price, and local shops are near my hometown, so I can easily access these shops and it's comfortable for me
Okay.
to buy from
So how often do you buy new clothes for yourself and why?
So recently I started buying clothes frequently, often than I used to I think in 1 or 2 years ago. So I like buying clothes. I buy clothes like in a pair of certain pants in 15 days or so at that time interval.
Okay. So how do you decide which clothes to buy and why?
So my decisions
Like you
are,
look for the color, the size, maybe you see for the design. So how do you choose? How do you decide which clothes to buy and why?
So my decision for buying clothes depend on what my friends are wearing or what's on social media or watch on fashion. So
Uh-huh.
I when I see something new or something new fashion type is in the market, then I try to buy it.
That's nice. So, have the kinds of clothes you like changed in the recent years?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Have the kind of clothes you like changed in the recent years?
So there is been a effect of Western culture in our dressing sense recently.
Yeah.
So most of the peoples are following the Western trend in dressing, in matching their dressing styles. So I think that the dressing sense has changed. Our culture has shifted from our traditional or our traditional dresses to more of a Western culture dresses. So I find it quite comfortable wearing Western dresses. So I don't think that the changes in the fashion of wearing clothes has affected me a lot, but I think that the pattern of wearing different clothes or the different fashions has changed in recent times.
Okay, that's good. Okay, now in this part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic, okay?
Yes.
You have 1 minute. You have to prepare a short speech and speak. Is that fine? So let me tell you about your topic. Describe about an interesting discussion you had about how you spend your money. So you should say who you had the discussion with, why you discussed this topic, what the result of this discussion was, and explain why this discussion was interesting for you. Okay, so you can look here, this is your topic, and you can make some notes if you like. Okay, your time starts, please. You can make some notes. Okay, now you can start your speech, please.
So I had a discussion, I think about 3 months ago, and the discussion was with my brother, my younger brother, and the discussion was about purchasing a new phone. So I have collected around 30,000 rupees, and I was planning on buying new phone as my old phone was not working properly, and so I was not sure what mobile should I buy. So I got a discussion with my brother over phone, as he lives in Kathmandu, so we could not meet, so we got this discussion in phone. And I was considering buying this Redmi and other Samsung. I had two preferences, and I was not sure which phone to buy, so I asked with my brother, and he told me about the features, the quality, the price, and other things that are normally considered while purchasing a phone. So we had this discussion, and later on I decided to buy a phone of Redmi that cost me around 32,000, and I was happy that I made this discussion with my brother, as I am fully satisfied with the decision that I took for the phone that I purchased. So this discussion is really interesting, and I will not forget this discussion.
Okay, thank you, that's good. Now in this part of the test, we're going to discuss about some topics. Are you ready for that?
Yes,
yeah, first, now let's discuss about money and young people. Okay, so why do some parents give their children money to spend each week?
So the reason might be that the parents want their kids to, fulfill their basic needs, or have, they the parents might think that their children need to buy some things, or go some places, or eat or hang out with friends, so they will need money, as they are not having, or they didn't have a job. So
do you ask money with your parents, or they themselves provide you the money?
So when I was in my higher education, and at that time I didn't have any job, part-time job or full-time, I didn't have any kind of job, so I depended upon my parents, upon my parents for the money. And when I joined bachelor's degree, then I started working part-time in some online company. So
wow, really?
Yes, so I didn't have to really ask for the pocket money, but I asked them for the money.
Maybe sometimes when you needed more money.
Yes, like for college fees, or when there is when I needed relatively
a lot
extra more money. Yes, so at that time I.
Okay, that's good. So do you agree that schools should teach children how to manage money?
So it's a really interesting topic. So I think the awareness of managing the personal finance, or managing the money, is quite important in life. So yes, I think that every student should have that knowledge, or should have that initiative of getting the knowledge to manage their money, so that they can.
But is it the role of school?
Yes, the role of school will be to design a certain course that is related with the personal finance, or how students can manage money, so that they can design their course and include in the students.
So do you think it's a good idea for students to earn money while studying?
I think that if a student have the free time, or the amount of the pressure, the study pressure of study is not that quite high, and if students can manage their study and at the same time they can work, then it's a good idea that the students should do a job. I don't recommend doing a full-time job.
Why not?
So as it might hamper or affect the study of.
Did you work full-time when you were studying, or part-time?
So I was not working full-time. I was involving in part-time job. I had to do a work of around 2 to 3 hours a day, so it was quite easy for me to manage my work as well as my study.
Okay, now let's talk about money and society. Okay, do you think it's true that in today's society money cannot buy happiness?
I could not disagree with the fact that money cannot buy happiness, but I do not fully agree with the statement that money can buy happiness. I think happiness is a choice of people. So if people can choose to be happy, then the money really doesn't matter. But
I see a lot of people are running each and every day after money just because they want to be happy. So what do you say about this activity of people?
So the trend of people that they think that the money is the only source of happiness. I think that's the wrong. That's the wrong. That's the wrong thing. That money is not a source of happiness, but we definitely need money to fulfill our basic needs or basic desires. But happiness is not solely depend upon money, or the money is not a source of happiness. But
you mean to say that happiness is not affected or is not determined by the external factors?
Yes.
The happiness is within.
Yes, happiness comes within ourselves.
Within ourselves, it's a state of being.
Yes,
so anyone can be happy.
Yes, I believe that.
Despite the fact that
they
no money or
either have money or not.
Okay, that's good idea. And Okay, and what disadvantages are there in a society where the gap between the rich and poor is very large?
So it's a bitter reality that there is a huge gap in the rich and the poor, and the thing I think that this gap should be narrowed down, and all the people should have the equal opportunity for the basic things. And I think that rich should not be doing any unethical or any illegal things or unethical things that could in persuasion of money, and poor should not be left behind, or they should not be treated like poor. So there should be a equal opportunity, equality among us, so that we could live
Okay,
happy.
do you think richer countries have a responsibility to help poorer countries or the nations?
So I think that it is their, I don't think it is their responsibility, but as a rich country, they should be, I think they should be helping poor countries. I mean the countries who are who are fighting with the poverty, who are fighting with hunger, health problems, drinking problems. I think in this world everyone should get that basic, like water, food, sanitation. These are the basic things. So everyone should have access to these basic things, and if poor countries are not getting even these basic things, then it is of course the responsibility of the rich nations to look after those countries or help them.
Okay, thank you. This is the end of the test.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now let's have a feedback session about your speaking test, okay? So generally speaking, like when I first started your speaking test, I like that you were confident since the very beginning, okay? As confidence is one of the very much important parts of the entire speaking test. This is what I like. And another important factor is you have a very nice eye contact with the examiner, okay? You're very nice. So another important aspect of speaking is eye contact. You have that. And the next thing is that your fluency is not bad, even though it's not been many days since you joined here, and I think you have that fluency too, despite the fact that some of the sign of nervousness seems there. However, as you go on practicing every day, it will be over. And next thing is pronunciation. Yeah, I find your accent better in the sense that, like, I see some of the points where you pronounce the words correctly. Your fluency and pronunciations are okay, fine. Now next thing about grammar, okay? Grammar and accuracy is also very important part in a speaking test. I did not find many grammatical errors, whereas somewhere some sort of small grammatical errors and accuracy were missing, and that was fine. And one more thing I would like to suggest you is use different connectors in your speech and cohesive devices, so that your speech sounds unbroken and sounds, unbroken, or it's continuous or coherent, right? And the last part is vocabulary or the lexical resources. Yeah, you are trying to use as good vocabularies as possible. However, I feel that you need to have wide range of vocabularies. So if you put these things into account, I believe that you'll get best scores in speaking. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.